So here we are with another Q&A video. I apologize for my long hair. Need to get a haircut. But here we are, a Q&A session. So basically, with this video, if you have a question for me, you can just put it in the comments here and I will try to respond to it. The last video, I intended to respond to that stuff here in this video. And I'll probably do that for the next video as well. Before I get into responding to the questions from the last video, I have a bit of a statement, I guess, to say. I get a lot of messages from people saying, that I should have more viewers, I should have more subscribers. If you really believe that, then by all means, tell people about the show. Just take something that you like, an episode, and link it in a forum, link it to your Facebook friends, your Twitter, or whatever. Use some of that social media power, and get it out there. And that's probably how I'll get more subscribers. I can pimp my stuff around, but that consumes a lot of my time and takes away from me working on another video. And also, have you ever had like someone advertise something directly to you and you're just like, they're trying to sell you something? I think that I come across that way a lot of the times. I try to, hey, here's these reviews, you should check them out. And people are like, this guy's advertising to you. But if a friend says, hey man, you should check this out, this is really cool. Like, for example, Legend of Neil, awesome web series, you should check it out. I didn't create Legend of Neil, I'm just a fan, and people respond better to actual fans encouraging things, and I really do, check out Legend of Neil, it's really freaking awesome. So that's my statement. Now let's answer some questions. Okay, first question. Edward Elric 555 asked me, can I recommend any good books on game design? Yes. First, I would really recommend you check out, if you're interested in online games at least, Designing Virtual Worlds by Richard Bartle. I met him. Excellent person. Got his little autograph on my book. You can see that. Okay. This book basically, if you're interested in designing online games or virtual worlds or massively multiplayer online RPGs, this is the textbook on how to do that. It's great. I could talk at length about it, but not in this video. But to suffice it to say, this man, Richard Bartle, he's a co-creator of Mud, which is one of the world's first online games. And he studied it, pretty much his whole adult life, keeping track of the trends in the industry and, just data mining. And it's all in this book. And I just can't encourage enough. If people are interested in designing online games, that's the book you should read. The other one, for people who are a little bit more the entry level, I would definitely recommend checking out Rolf Koster's A Theory of Fun. It's written kind of like a picture book, so it's really easy to digest what it's saying. And it uses the form of various children's games in order to teach the theory of game design, which is really the theory of what is fun and understanding what is fun. So check these two books out. There's other books I know, but they're more little specialized areas that I don't usually go into. Sports, for example. But check these books out. It's more, what I do with computer RPGs. Next question is by Sword12232456. It's a lot of swords. His question is, yeah, I wonder about the student sword as well. Many reviews nowadays have a little story tied through them. What you are doing is pretty much perfect. I'm just asking for maybe 5-10% more of him. I read your comment as soon as you posted it, and I've been trying to incorporate a little bit more of the student sword into it. The thing is, I make these. That's gonna sound bad. I make these reviews very quickly because I have a lot of stuff I want to cover. So I try to think up, my jokes spontaneously. I'm sort of a Stephen King in that regard. Not that I'm as good as him or anything, but I have the similar method. I just write chain of consciousness and then I edit it later on. But I will be trying to incorporate more of the student sword into the review, and it's not really the focus of the series to have a narrative, but there will be a narrative as the series unfolds. I will be putting that into there. You also asked, the specific question being, what is his exact origin, if there is one, And what else do you need to do with this training, like the time he made you become a wizard specifically as a next step? So since that failed, what must happen next? So we'll be followed up on the Castlevania review. He, again, pushed me to become a hero a little bit more, and I guess I took a level in badass, as Sari says. We will see how that unfolds. I do have other ideas, in particular for his origin story. I have ideas. It's just a matter of getting the proper budget for this show. This show really does cost money, and that's why I have ads on everything. So try to improve the budget and the production quality. It's not like I want to have like $1 million budget or something, but just a few $100s in the bank would more than cover what I would like to do, and I just don't have that few $100s laying around. I've got bills you wouldn't believe. Not that I'm like in debt or anything. It's just I have a car payment. Enough said, right? Okay. Next question is by Leonardo Huzar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This question is, I just got into Western RPGs courtesy of Oblivion and Fallout 3. Are there more in that first-person shooter style RPG available on any of the PC consoles or maybe Nintendo DS? Yeah, there are. I would like to review more of them. First-person shooter style. Off the top of my head, I'm not an expert in the Fallout series. I think that maybe Fallout 2 was on a console, but I know it's mostly a PC series. What else is there? There's a couple Forgotten Realms games that are in that type of style, I guess. I don't really consider it a style. If we were going to call that a style, then the 3D Zeldas are first-person shooters, but I don't really consider it that way. The perspective isn't the big thing. It's more the mechanics. But yeah, there are games out there. I will be trying to review more of them. The main thing is just trying to find jokes about some of these games. Because some of them are really good, and some of them are really bad to the point that if I make fun of them, I feel like I'm, it's just too easy. It's kind of like, Michael Jackson jokes. I don't do Michael Jackson jokes because it's just done too much. And to be honest, it's just too easy to poke fun at something like that. Not that I want to, anymore since he's dead. It's sort of a touchy topic now, but it's the same idea, It's just like you're beating a dead horse. So when I do a game, I want to be able to say something about it, either because there isn't much information about it, or because I think people should know about it. So those are the two main reasons why I do reviews. And a lot of the Western RPGs have great media coverage because most of our media is created by Western developers and who pay the majority of the advertising fees for Western gaming press websites. I'm sure you've seen on my ads. I've got tons and tons of Western game ads running on them. And of course, we've got the Chinese and Korean massively multiplayer online RPGs too, but that's another thing. Anyway, the short of it is, I have games I intend to do, but they're not in the immediate future. I still have to be able to write a good script about it, and have something funny, incorporate a story into it. You also asked, I should have more trainer sword, student sword. I understand what you're saying. The banter between you guys is friggin' hilarious. Thank you. I appreciate that. More student sword. I hear you guys loud and clear. More student sword. And on the subject of origin story, I have ideas. This may not be something that I can do in the immediate future. I would very much like to do an Xbox indie game that would ideally be sold for like $1 or something. And it would be an RPG Fanatic themed game, and it would explore more of the the student sword basically. I don't know when I'll be able to do something like that. It's all about how successful the series is with the ad revenue, but I definitely have ideas, and I have a basic outline of what the game would be. Don't want to get your hopes up too much. I may not end up being able to do that and have to incorporate that type of storyline into a show. But even that one would require a budget too. But it's in my mind, guys. It's in my mind. So, if you have any other questions for me, post it into the comment section, and I will try to respond to it as soon as I make the next one of these videos. Oh, it was a month ago when I posted this last Q&A session. I will respond to this one in 2 weeks, hopefully. Time bearing. 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. It'll be in 2 weeks.